Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to all the words she wrote. My name is MS-Punker1, and I don't exactly remember what we did in the last video actually, because it was been some days since I last recorded this because of Christmas. I hope you all had a good Christmas, and that the New Year's Eve and everything will be good too, since that's coming up soon. If it hasn't been already, depending on when this video goes public. Anyway, let's see where we were. I woke up early the following morning and attended a few chores about the house. Then at 9 a.m. I began cooking. I bought enough ingredients yesterday to make dozens and dozens of batches of pancakes, so I have ample reserves in case I make any mistakes. Not that I intended to do that, of course. I'm pretty confident that when it comes to cooking, it's my one and only skill, which saves me from being utterly useless. Pancakes aren't all complicated to make. You only require a few basic ingredients in scarcely any time. I not make pancakes all that often. My family prefers traditional Japanese breakfasts. All white rice and miso soup. But it doesn't take very long before I get the process down pat. I can even flip my pancakes in the pan just like a real pro. I have an old palette princess track to myself while I cook. The pan sizzles and the pancake batter begins to solidify. It's like a science experiment, but distinctly more delicious. Well, depending on what you do in the experiment, they can be good too. The buttery smell of freshly made pancakes soon permeates the kitchen. It smells pretty good, if I say so myself. My mouth's starting to water. Sorry. I split up 5 almost perfect pancakes, as round and fluffy as anything you order in Petite Garden. I top them with pat of sunshine yellow butter and maple syrup. Once I'm convinced the pancakes looks as good as I can get them, I take the plate in hand and head upstairs. I'm careful as I take the steps, not to tilt the plate. I don't want to spill sticky droplets of golden syrup down my fingers or the floor. That'd be a pain to clean up, and it ruin the aesthetic appeal of a breakfast that I... Well, it'd be a lie if I said I labored over it. Pancakes are pretty simple to whip up, but I really did give it my all. Can't wait to see the look on Hijiri's face when I present her with these pancakes. If she lets me inside her bedroom, that is. Now that's quite a big if. I think we come to a newfound understanding, but I still don't know how much she trusts me. come to a halt outside Hijiri's bedroom door, then rap on it with my knuckles. Hijiri, are you awake? Hear a familiar stirring from the other side of the door, which is soon paired with a familiar voice. I take it that means she just woke up. She sounds pretty groggy. I suppose it's 9:30. Most businessmen in Tokyo would be at the office already. But Hijiri often stays in bed until 10 or 11, or even later. She's a bit like a teenage boy during Golden Week, in that sense. Oh well, she's cute, so I can't get too mad at her. Are you in mood to eat? I made you a few pancakes like I said I would. And hear an inhalation of air. Though I can't see Hijiri's face, I can imagine her eyes widening, and sparkles forming about her face like a scene from a romance manga. I don't know about that. I tried one of them of rejects and I didn't taste bad. But I'm not a pancake connoisseur, like you. You have to decide that for yourself. Should you just say that's up to you? Yeah, come on, don't be like that. You might be pleasantly surprised. Maybe so, but you shouldn't discredit them until you give them a go. Hijiri slides her bedroom door to one side and reveals herself to me. Her arms are folded as they so often are, and she's pouting. Her hair is tied back in her two customary buns, but they look even messier than usual. If such a thing is possible. She must have rolled out of bed 5 minutes prior. She looks distinctly rumpled, almost woebegone, but her narrowed eyes are razor sharp. Hijiri appears at the plate of pancakes in my hands, like a real sommelier. Wait, is she actually inviting us into her room? I can? Am I ever? I was thinking of your smiling face when I was making these pancakes. I feel very honored if you let me see that. Of course, spending time with you is enough to make me happy. Hijiri shakes her head. Hijiri ushers me inside her bedroom, and I hasten to answer her invitation. I haven't been inside Hijiri's room since the first disastrous day that I came here, but it looks about the same as I remember. Hijiri's floor is tatami, but the rest of the decor is conspicuously Western. The room smells musty, like dirty clothes and instant noodles. When was the last time she opened a window? The trash can by Hijiri's desk is overflowing with pet bottles and empty snack wrappers. The floor is strewn with clothes I've never seen Hijiri wear before. We are dirty plates dotted here and there among the scattered trash and the other bits and pieces I can't name. I have to step carefully in this room in case I step on something breakable. Navigating her room feels a bit like playing a game of Minesweeper. Don't recognize that, but alright. The room is so interesting as ever. It's as interesting as ever, I see. It has about an awkward smile on my face. Don't you ever feel like tidying up in here? Not if you're careful, it won't. It might feel more like writing if you worked in a nicer environment, well. I hear an alarming crunch underfoot and look down. I'm terrified I might have stepped on something expensive, but to my relief it turns out to be a can of soda. I sigh. I can tidy up in here if you want. I don't mind. That is part of my job. You might be used to it, but that doesn't mean you like it, does it? Hijiri shrugs. He might, but I won't let it defeat me. I'm sure I can manage it. Hijiri takes a plate of pancakes from my hands, then sits down at her desk. Of course, I'm sorry if I overstepped many boundaries. Hijiri picks up a knife and fork, then offers me a small, rare smile. Doesn't Sai care about you? She's a bit of a workaholic, I guess. It's like like dominates her whole life. What about your parents, then? Your mother and father? Don't they worry about you? At least Hijiri's small smile vanishes. She frowns. The face stony and says stiffly. Oh, alright. I lean back in my chair, my brow furrowed. Don't know much or anything about Hijiri's family circumstances, but her reasons makes it apparent, and her reactions makes it apparent that things are less than ideal. Did Hijiri and her family have some kind of fight? Maybe they were estranged or completely absent. For all I know, she might not have parents anymore. They could have died years ago. I guess that was an insensitive question. I shouldn't have pried into Hijiri's private life like that. I opened my mouth, meaning to apologize, but pause. I'm afraid lingering on this topic unduly will hurt Hijiri, which is the last thing I want. I made Hijiri these pancakes with sorry. Sorry about that. I made Hijiri these pancakes with hope of making her smile, poking at what might be old wounds before she begins to eat would undermine all my efforts. I watch as Hijiri cuts into the stack of pancakes. She brings a piece of a pancake glazed in butter and maple syrup to her lips. She chews. Then she swallows. So, how does it taste? What's the verdict? Nice meet Hijiri's from across the room. I feel so anxious I can't help but squirm. I hope my pancakes were sweet enough, at the very least, to expunge the bitter memories of her parents from my mind, but it's hard to gauge her reaction. Hijiri isn't smiling like I hoped. Is that a bad thing? Time seems to pass slowly, like a video played back at half, or maybe a quarter of its original speed. Then after a pause, Hijiri replies softly, her brown eyelashes trembling. Oh, thank goodness. I expel a relieved sigh and smile at my grumpy employer. Do you want me to make you pancakes like this every day? I can if you think they get your creative juices flowing. I really would do anything for you, Hijiri. Hijiri ponders, one hand beneath her chin. Of course. It will be my pleasure. I don't know how to make that, but that's what the internet's for. I'm sure I could find one or two recipes. It's no bother at all. When I said I'd do anything for you, I really meant it. I just wanna make you happy. She's blushing. Pink blush spreads across Hijiri's cheeks. It's barely visible, given how dark her room is, but I'm able to catch it regardless. I can notice the slightest, most subtle shifts upon Hijiri's face. I can't help but observe her like certain fanatic do trains. We insects, though of course Hijiri is far cuter than both of those things. That's right, I'm doing my best. Hijiri looks down at her stack of pancakes, copiously coated in maple syrup. Hijiri's brown eyes meet mine, and after a moment's hesitation, a smile captures her lips. She's actually laughing now. Hijiri's smile widens. Following her declaration, Hijiri begins to hole herself away in her room like a hermit. She spends her days and her nights cooped up inside them, where hunched over her desk. She doesn't leave, save for the moments when she goes to the bathroom. And she doesn't eat any of her meals with me. We rarely exchange words, but I don't hold it against her. I know that this time at least he isn't ignoring me for the sake of it. Hijiri is simply too busy to spare me the time. Hijiri hasn't announced it officially, perhaps in an attempt to curb any premature enthusiasm, but I suspect she is working on Elf Forest's 9th volume. Why else would she be in her room 24 23 hours a day, chained over her desk. I gotta be what she's up to. I'm certain of it. There's nothing pretty exciting about that though. While I potter about the house, sweeping floors and wiping down windows, Hijiri is busy working on a masterpiece right beneath my nose. I feel like I'm residing under the roof of a real genius. Hijiri might as well be Van Gogh, working on his famous painting of the sunflowers. Oh dear, what she means by that. I don't think I've seen that. But then again, I'm not really interested in paintings. Not that I know much of Van Gogh. Was he the one who cut off his own ear, or was that another artist? I don't know if there's much crossover between painters and writers. But creative sorts all seem to be a bit unbalanced. Maybe it comes with the territory. That's something I'd like to ask Hijiri about. But I decide to keep my distance. I don't want to distract her with my pointless musings. Not while she's working. I also like and fervently as that to take a sneak peek at her writing before it hits the shelves. But I doubt she grant myself this request. Hijiri is something of a perfectionist. I think she'd rather dive and show me an unfinished manuscript. I have to wait for Volume 9's official release before I can read it, just like everybody else. But geez, does it gnaw at me? I can't help but wonder what exactly Hijiri is working on, shut away in her room, which makes me feel restless. Left with no better way to pass my time and no real means of supporting Hijiri, I throw myself into the household chores with renowned energy. I make Hijiri extravagant meals, scrub the bathtub clean and polish the floorboards in the entrance hall until they are spotless. These seems like pretty empty gestures, given how hard Hijiri herself is working. But I feel like I have to do something. Can't afford to rest on my laurels while Hijiri is toiling away. I vow to do everything in my power to help Hijiri write, and that's exactly what I intend to do. I won't let anything distract her from her labors. Before I know it, a whole week passed since I see neither Haido nor a hair of a Hijiri during this time, but she eats the meals I leave by her bedroom door. In the past, she only picked at her food, but during this week of fevered activity, she eats every last bite, right down to the individual grains of rice. I guess she must be shoring up her strength. When I next clap eyes on Hijiri, it's at the weekend. She leaves her room, not because I suspect she wants to, but because she has to. Sai has another meeting scheduled with her, so she can discuss her progress. I know neither Hijiri nor Sai enjoy these meetings, but I think Sai will be pleasantly surprised by Hijiri's shift in attitude. Or at least I hope she is. Sai arrives around 11 a.m. in her sleek black car. I hear her pull up outside and hasten to meet her, smiling as I do so. I think that would be a good place for this video. See, we have to see in the next video how this new meeting will go. But until then, hope you liked this one. If you did, so leave a like to it as usual. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.